Something we've only seen less than a handful of times since this franchise was born back in the 90s, and that's Jacksonville hosting in the playoffs as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field. Tonight, it's the AFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Miami Dolphins and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. The first carry for Kenyon Drake. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He's tackled at the 20.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Running from the shotgun with Drake. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Complete this to Chenault. And he will have a Jaguars first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a draw play with Drake. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he's got his tight end, Oliver. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. They'll run here with Robinson. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there at holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
2nd and 9 now. And that'll be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. throw here out of the gun. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
On second down now, it's Robinson. Stopped short of the 25. The second effort couldn't free him. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up 4th.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Lambeau on for the field goal, a 44-yard attempt.
And Lambeau will put this one through. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
The Dolphin ball carrier.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down. That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Tua on the bootleg here. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down. On 1st down, here's Breida. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is really flown around in the 1st half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. That'll be complete to Breida. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 27-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
1st down, Dolphins.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa looking for the end zone. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, You can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Going to throw deep for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. It's complete to Parker, left side. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Sanders' kick is good. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on 4th down. Tua to throw again. Being chased out left. Check down to Breida. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Tua setting up shop to throw again. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They begin the drive with Robinson. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On 2nd down, it's Drake, and some room to maneuver. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
7 brings up 2nd and 3 at the 46-yard line.
On the run, it's Robinson. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
Ball carrier.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. now with Robinson. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They run. Robinson. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Drake. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Brings up 3rd and 3.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
Now, this play was all about the eyes. As he rolled out to his right, he kept one eye downfield and one eye on what was in front of him, and he ended up picking up some pretty good yardage.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Miami.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Steps away to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. And they won't try and pooch it. It's a fake. And he's going to let it go deep. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a 1st down. And again, it's Tagovailoa. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. From the gun, it's Tua. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Parker. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Jason Sanders now for the Miami field goal. From the left hash, this from 37. Sanders' kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a well-paced drive. They were able to calmly take it down the field, and then they finished the half with 3 points.
Yeah, and that's what's commonly known as playing the 2-for-1 game, right? Being able to get the points at the end of the half, knowing you're getting the ball to start the second half, gives you a chance to go out and double what you got done in the first half.
And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range as well, down at the 17-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Lambeau to kick off for Jacksonville.
Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. This will make it into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 21. Breida to get the third quarter started. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Looking to pass. Tua. Dancing to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Miles Jack. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss.
Third down. 3rd and 5.
Out of the gun on 3rd down. Here's Tua. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've got to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Working his way for a gain of 7 with a 26.
The tackle.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down now, it's Robinson. And he stopped immediately there. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Again, it's Robinson. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd.
4th down.
They'll run for it with Robinson. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. Doug Marrone can only shake his head. His guys are turned away. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Tua going to hand this one to Breida. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. They run with Breida. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now it's Breida. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. Buying time to his left. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. Here's Matt Hawk now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last drive, they were at field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board, so let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot.
It's 3rd and 1.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Yeah, that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally they feel they got a call.
They'll run on first down. Robinson, and give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Tackle made at his 48-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
One quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other. On third and short, Drake. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. To him back at the 40. It's Shaq Lawson who worked his way in there to get him down.
Brought down back at the 40-yard line.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
4th down.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this a very important drive leading in the 4th quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over. And that's caught inside the 35. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. It's a big play there for Miami. 44 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Flush to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. Wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try to run with Breida. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal. Tua going to run the sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Tua Tagovailoa taking it in. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. 4th and goal, and they just tell the leader of this offense to sneak it in there, and he got it done.
Yeah, all you're trying to do is follow the wedge that's created in front of you. Center, guards, tackles. Just get low, fire out, and you get low right behind them and get it over the goal line.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 25 yards that time. A good start there on this 4th quarter drive. They need more of what we just saw.
Down a couple of scores. There's still time. All right, it's not like they're totally out of it, but they have to score quickly, and they're going to need some big-time plays, chunk plays, explosive plays.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Xavier Howard. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. From midfield, here's Tua. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends, who you would think can absorb that contact.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. On is the punter Hawk as he gets this one away. And they'll get to this and down it inside the 25 at the 24-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Here's Tua. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield.
Well, when he feels the pressure, naturally he likes going to his left, as most left-handed quarterbacks do. But this time he tries to let this go on the run, and it's going to wind up getting intercepted.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Here's Matt Hawk now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Is the distance on the punt there. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Xavier Howard, and that will write a finish to this ball game.